Never really was a metalhead. I'd settle the score with a remix instrumental and never no more.
The V, the A, the C, the K, the B, the U, the R, the N, the E, the R, the friend, the foe, the sentinels, the biz, the fest, the bird, the young and restless, and yes, the process, the thesis. Best believe this. Frank Deluxe, the anchors up, the seasick, the anger of the phoenix, the remix, the brain bust with genius. Feel this, the kills, the deck, skilled to death, still fresh, no replacing the beat mason, the Gilgamesh forever, bill collector endeavor, the cyber fucking joke, plus I'm no fucking joke for real.
What's up, everyone? My name is Jake. I am going to teach you a 5A trick today called Kool Hwip.
You mean Kool Whip? Yeah, Kool Whip. Kool Whip. Kool Whip. Kool Whip. Kool Whip. You're saying it weird. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H?
It looks like this. It's an old trick. I made it up in 2007. You can find the original video. It's in, I think it's called Insight or Inspired Tricks. I forget, but it's a cool trick, I think. I think it still holds up, even though it's really old, 15 years old plus. It has a whip element, some slack elements, some tech 5A elements. A lot of people remember this trick, have learned it, have asked me how to do it. First things first, you need a yo-yo with a counterweight. If you don't know how to set all that up, check out my beginner's 5A tutorial on this channel. This is a more advanced trick. You're going to want to learn the basics first for sure. So let's get into it. First thing you're going to do, trapeze, kamikaze whip. I think that's what this is called. I honestly don't know. But you know, one of these. Very basic. You can roll right out back into trapeze from it. So the first 5A element, you want to just practice letting go of the counterweight, but staying in the kamikaze mount. So just let go of it, let it hang there. Maybe practice letting go and recatching. That might help. But just get very comfortable controlling that release, because you're going to want to figure out how to release it with enough momentum and use the yo-yo to push it all the way around to your non-throw hand on the back like this. You want it to stall. And a little side note, these stalls, like these counterweight stalls, are kind of a big part of what I call Tech 5A, at least for my tricks. It's just a way to redirect the counterweight, but also catch it without catching it. It's a little bit harder than just straight up catching it, and it also can be used in situations where, you know, your hand's like this instead of like this to catch it. I mean, it's sort of the basis of like redirects too, if you think about it, which everyone does. You're letting the counterweight wrap around, but not all the way, and then bouncing it off. So all this stuff is just stuff to think about when you're playing 5A. Anyway, so kamikaze, let go. And yeah, that move is pretty important. You do want the dice to stop, although once we get into the trick, you know, you're going to see that you pretty much knock it off the back of your hand immediately. But yeah, see if you can do that. Kamikaze, let go, let it swing up. It's okay if it swings all the way around. Doesn't really matter. Ideally, you would like it to sort of land in the middle of the back of your hand like that. I hope that makes sense. It's always weirder breaking down tricks slowly. So once you do that, there's going to be a 3D element where you swing the counterweight all the way around.
The beef, the gut, the boy, the what, the toys are struck, destroyed destructively. Words employed instructively. Say b-boy, be coy, don't fuck with me, sucker, and see. Never no more. Never will I sucker score. Never no more. Never no more. Never no more. Never will I.
So hopefully that side view helped you understand the motion, but you're knocking it off and catching it here. So you'll notice when I do this move, I'm also grabbing this string. So I go from just having my finger here to grabbing. That's happening at the same time, because if you just leave your finger in there, you're going to get this twist when you do the 3D motion. You don't want the twist. Although I've never done it that way until just now, and now I think there might actually be some cool stuff you could do. But we'll figure this out later. Anyway, I forgot. That's like the most important part, is grabbing that. So it's coming around and you're just turning your hand around with it. Oop. Up, turn your hand around with it. Now you're like this. And you can see this counterweight string has swung around front of the trapeze and you're good to go. Next is a dismount. You're going to dismount to your right if you're right-handed. You got the grip. You're just dismounting and sort of letting the yo-yo sit there. And now this whole situation you see is what's going to be the cool whip. This part that's on this finger is going to get let go along with the counterweight. And there's the crazy move. There's the cool whip. You swing it around and you whip. God, this is going to be hard to explain. So up, around, dismount. Use this hand that you just dismounted the yo-yo onto. Grip that with your thumb. You're gripping both strings, but really the important one is the one attached to the yo-yo, so that when you let go of this stuff, the yo-yo doesn't just drop. You need to be holding the yo-yo in place. Hold that yo-yo. You got all this here. You got the string on your finger. You got the counterweight between your other fingers, and just throw it. Just practice that. Do you see how my right hand is twisting too? Again, it's twisting with the movement, just like earlier. When the hand twists, it's another hand twist. So if you've mastered the first part of the trick, you should hand twist, hand twist.
Hand twist, hand twist.
So kamikaze, bump, 3D, hand twist, grip, hand twist. And you can see that slack there. That's what we're going to whip. Or whip. Here we go. Hand twist, dismount, pinch, hand twist, catch. You're like this. Awkward. I missed it. But you can see. Hand twist, dismount, pinch, hand twist, whip. Now the whip, I'm probably going to have to watch this in slow motion just to understand. So look at it in two parts, but you're whipping everything, counterweight and the whip, over. This is after the twist. Over. This little whip's going to catch the yo-yo. This counterweight's going to miss the yo-yo and everything and just keep going back into this left hand. See? Let's do it again. And then the dismount is whatever. After the whip, you're just like this. So you can just go like that. You can dismount however you want. I usually just do something like that because it feels good, but whip. It should be a nice, clean cross arm trapeze, basically. You need good string tension for this trick. It's not going to work otherwise. But I think it's pretty unique, especially for 2007. People do crazy stuff nowadays, but as far as counterweight slack movements go, I think it's a fairly unique one still. And it definitely is like the best feeling trick to hit. So yeah, I hope that helps. It's a tough one, but just to recap, this movement, 3D, the hand twists are important. The dismount's pretty easy. You grip it, palm up, grip, 3D spin, hand twist again, catch, Hwip. Go collect your paycheck.
No more.
Wow, I bought Never No More at a record store for $7 or more. It was heaven for sure, but I could not afford any other vinyl. All sales final. Had to go and ask my man Lionel to lend me some cash cause I was hungry.